I have an ego and I'm going to meditate to get rid of my ego. This is all a play of mind. Nothing has actually happened. Dance, dance. Let the ego dance. I have an ego and I'm going to meditate to get rid of my ego. Dance. Let the ego dance. I have an ego and I'm going to meditate to get rid of my ego. Let the ego dance. Dance. Let the ego dance. This is all a play of mind. There's no ego apart from the play of mind. There's no ego to get rid of. There's awareness here now. Let it meditate. Let it try to get rid of itself. It doesn't matter. Be aware and let it be. In the human experience, we have the capacity to think. We have this cognitive capacity to think the thought, I, me, myself. I was born, I can die. And the mind can be very seductive. There's no doubt about that. This is the common experience in the human experience, is to believe in this I, this me, which is mind. So there is no independent person who is even doing that. You may say the words that you're saying, maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. But you may say, well, that's not my experience, that there's no independent me. You may say, well, I still experience myself as an independent person. Even that sense of feeling that you're an independent person is happening by no one and to no one. There is no independent ego called Sydney who has an independent ego called Sydney. There's awareness here now that has the experience, is experiencing itself as Sydney. So even the ego experience, it doesn't have to go, because there is no one to whom the ego experience appears. The ego experience is arising naturally and spontaneously in this wide open spaciousness that I am.
Thinks it's an ego.
Yes.
It's just appearing.
Yes. Now this ego experience that you know so well, that we all know so well, are you aware of that ego experience, or is that ego experience aware of you?
Right. It's in the awareness.
You're aware of that ego experience, aren't you? So what is this awareness that's aware of that ego experience? So there's an ego experience happening in the human experience. To whom does that ego experience appear?
Right.
Are there two egos? One ego who has an ego?
No.
So the ego experience doesn't have to go anywhere, no more than the candle has to go anywhere. There's aware presence here and now. There's awareness of an ego experience, and there's awareness of the absence of an ego experience.
Right, but the ego experience thinks it's its own person. It's the ego experience that's thinking it's a separate ego.
Yes, it divides itself.
Right.
It divides itself into two egos. I have an ego, and I need to get rid of my ego.
Right. But it's all
Who?
right.
So that doesn't even have to go. The division of the ego. I have an ego and I'm going to meditate to get rid of my ego. That doesn't have to go. Nothing has to go. There's this aware presence that's aware of everything, even when the silliness of the ego dividing itself, and it can divide itself again. You can say, well, do it through meditation. No, you don't need to meditate. Well, I need to get rid of ego. It can keep dividing. Nothing has actually happened. There's awareness here now. This is the truth of who I am. I am this awareness here now. Laughing now. Now, the words like Leela, play, illusion, Maya, all these words begin to make sense. Because, this is all a play of mind. There's no ego apart from the play of mind. There's no ego to get rid of. There's awareness here now. So let the ego dance. Let it meditate. Let it try to get rid of itself. It doesn't matter. Be aware and let it be.